Just because we're having an uncomfortable conversation does not mean we're having an argument. Just because we're having an uncomfortable conversation does not mean we're having an argument. And that's what people gotta understand. Like, you can't think because you have a conversation that's needed and that needs to be talked about, that is an argument. No, not every time someone has a disagreement or something you may not want to speak about, that is an argument. It's really not. And that's what people gotta understand, man. It's not always that. And the most uncomfortable conversations are the ones that actually will heal the relationship, friendship, whatever. Because those are the ones that aren't discussed about often. So when they happen, don't look at it as a argument or a negative thing. It's definitely positive.
Hello, mainly to my black people, my black family. Listen, I want to speak on us, which is what I do most times, in most cases, on my YouTube channel. I'm either talking about the black mother, the black father, the black sister, brother, cousin, niece, or nephew. Family. I'm talking about us. We have to learn how to be accountable for things. We can't point the blame everywhere else and not blame it on self. We can't, it's just time. I mean, because it's opportunities to come up, and I know how and why. Or should I say where? Yeah, let's say that. But I don't feel like we stand on what we should enough. You know what I mean? Basically, just let me show you. Let the guy here talk. You know what I mean? This is a video I found on TikTok. So here we go. I'll let y'all check it out.
If you wake up every day and say, it's my fault, it'll change your life in 90 days. So every day you wake up, you're like, you know what, this ain't the life I want, but you know what? It's my fault. I don't care what happened. Because if you eliminate the way you can place the blame at, you now put it all on you. If you put it all on you, you wake up every day and say, it's my fault. Every day you wake up, you brush your teeth, man, my life is cool, but I ain't where I want to be at. It's my fault. Wait, what?
True.
This is a cool crib I got, but it's my fault. My bank account cool, but it's my fault. Because now we can stop putting the blame on somebody else.
And that right there ain't nothing but 100% truth. I was living on the streets, man, and then one day when I stopped blaming everybody else and I put some effort towards trying to do for myself, you know what I mean? Things started looking better. And I found a job in which today, it's almost 7 years I've been working, you know. I want us all to be working. That is the way I feel like we can do better in life, by just getting a job and coming together or living together, you know what I mean? To teach each other the way, you know, the way to make it happen instead of blaming somebody else. And anyway, I'm just setting up my thing for the next thing to come. But you know what I mean? It's us who mess up and fuck up a lot like that. If you just look around, it's us. Like if you go down to the shopping center, we all around the store selling weed, smoking weed, can't get in the store because it's 30 black men with hoods and masks on. Come on, you look scary. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Y'all don't wanna hear the truth. But this is truth. And I'm gonna let me let Lil Boosie speak to y'all. Okay, go ahead.
I just feel like African American is the worst race in the world because, first of all, we kill each other. People always talk about this racist stuff, but the white man ain't waiting in your bushes with a chopper. The white man ain't trying to take your rims off your car. The white man ain't doing all this wrong. We doing this to each other. So how can we say F the white man? He ain't doing nothing but when you get in trouble doing his job. Guilty. He ain't doing nothing wrong.
That's real. And that's from Lil Boosie. And the thing is, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not a fan of Boosie. You know, it's surprising to hear him say that. I found that video on TikTok, and I wanted to share it in my video with y'all, you know, because he did say something that's real, but then on the flip side with Boosie, why I'm so much not a fan of Boosie is because in his music, he speak on that. When he talk about, you mess with my people, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you know, that's Boosie style, you know. I'm not really a fan of Boosie, you know. In fact, speaking of Boosie, I think a lot of this comes from the music, you know. Do y'all notice how when the conscious rappers or whatever, you know, speak or make music, you don't hear a lot from that. They don't promote that a whole lot. You don't see it everywhere, you know what I mean? But then when the rappers come around spinning the block, they get their 30, they ready to kill something, then they'll post, they share that. That's everywhere, you know. So that's all the kids hear. So that's what that is. But I'm gonna get into this video right here. Check this out. I have something else I wanted to say to you too.
Yeah, I think unfortunately, man, a lot of men would rather be miserable than vulnerable. And
rewind. Let me sit over here. I don't want to sit by him.
A lot of men would rather be miserable than vulnerable. And what I mean by that is a lot of us suffer from the I'm cool syndrome. I'm good syndrome. When in reality, we know exactly what it is that we want from you, and we be hoping that you figuring it out one day instead of us just sitting you down and saying, look, baby, I need this from you. And a lot of women, especially a woman that's in a relationship, a woman that loves you, if you're able to have that kind of open communication, say, baby, I need, again, not want, not would like, not possibly, I need this from you. She gonna make it her mission to meet you there.
And I believe that, but I'll tell you this. You know, I'll be having conversations with people, some people at work, and they ask me, why you don't have a relationship? Because I don't want a relationship, because I don't want to argue and fuss. And besides, I ain't never had a whole lot in my life. So in this transition to building myself up, I'm trying to get the things and do the things that I want to do for myself, not to sound selfish. It's just I don't have nothing to share with you right now and to be building you up and not myself. Because in most cases, these women is about self. They want you to pay their bills. They want you to get their hair done, their nails done, all these unimportant, irrelevant things that y'all need done. Men do it too, you know what I mean? I'm just not the one that's with that. That ain't the way I get down. I want something out of life. I want to do better, you know what I mean? And I'm not lying about that. I'm being straight up, you know? So in order for us to do better, man, we all have to put up the effort to do better as black people. But when you're looking at this channel, y'all, I want you to know I'm speaking to my people, my black people, and any white people who might feel us too, you know, because we all think everything is about hate between black and white. There's so many other religions and races of people on this earth. We don't really hate each other. If we all talk to each other and have conversations, we can get to know each other a whole lot better. And don't nobody seem to know that. You know, that's just the thing I'm saying. That's what we need. So with that being said, I'm out and I'm done for right now. But I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your man, Buck Brody 1.
Stop by, see my son on the way to the barber shop. Trying to figure out a way to get the dough, motherfuck the block. Stop by, see my son on the way to the barber shop. Trying to figure out a way to get the dough, motherfuck the block. I've been chasing this money like all my life. I be by myself, I ain't got no wife. And if they get rich, I wouldn't buy no ice. Told y'all once, gotta tell y'all twice. This shit that's really been on my mind.